Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. It is another day at the track, and it is the second day at the track actually after the quarantine, shelter in place, stay at home thing has been lifted. And so all of this footage is from last Saturday, and it's more or less a continuation of what we did the night before, or the video that you saw before. If you watched it, you should have. Anyways, if you don't change anything, nothing's gonna change, if that makes any sense. So we picked up where we left off. We still are trying to find out what's going on with the boost control problems at this point, and still trying to find out why all of a sudden the car decides to start doing wheelies, which it really wasn't a problem before. So what you're going to see on all of these passes is that I am a little bit apprehensive of doing the wheelies in the first place, and more than anything is I hate wasted runs and I hate torn up parts, and wheelies will do both of those things without fail. So let us get to the first pass, check it out. Also got Matt and Kevin's Nova in this video a few times. Super badass car, pro charged, small block, fuel injected. Check it out. Okay, so we come back for the second pass, and we're just going through all of our notes in regards to the shock settings, and we're still finding that that dip in the boost is there, but it's not a problem now because we're starting to get a handle on that. So throughout these runs, I shorten up the boost curve, do a few things here and there, and we're not getting any improvement at all anywhere. Not in the 60 foot, not in the pass, nowhere. Primarily because, I'll refer back to what I said a minute ago, I am apprehensive about the wheelies and I don't want to tear stuff up. and there's nothing good that comes from doing a wheelie because it slows the car down and all that jazz. So check out the second pass coming up right now. To the next pass, but real quick in there, I think before I pull up, actually, Andy in the red wagon and Matt and or Kevin, I don't know who's driving, they're twins, and I don't know who's who. But anyways, they got a little race lined up, and I'm here to tell you that is a very close race. Both cars run really similar numbers, and you'd be surprised who won that one. So, my pass coming up right after them. At this point, I didn't know what I had figured out, but we accidentally figured out the boost problem. So I'll refer back to what I said earlier. The boost, as the car goes down the track, it has a dip in it, and then it goes a little further and it has a dip in it. And prior to this run, I had a 2.5 second boost ramp in the car from launch boost to full boost. That's kind of lazy. That's real lazy, in fact. So I wanted to see if I could make a difference by really shortening that ramp way up and just put it on kill, if you will. I mean, funny. Anyways, so we took it from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Didn't change the launch, didn't change the peak, didn't do anything. We did change the shock settings again, one more time, trying to get back to where we were when the car was 60 foot at 115. So while we're sitting in the staging lanes, Chris goes around to the front of the car where the air pressure regulator is that goes to the top of the wastegate, or to the boost control solenoids, and for some reason, I have no idea why, it's set at 25 pounds. That's a problem because the gate is commanding 200 kPa on top of the wastegates, and that's real close to the same amount of pressure that we have available, if that makes any sense. So in essence, the boost controller runs wide open and it has no help after that. We normally run 50 pounds of pressure there. So I said to Chris, turn it up to 50 like it's supposed to be. Well, that combined with shortening the boost ramp from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds, you can only imagine what's going to happen there. Get a look at this video. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. Quick rundown is I do believe we have the boost problem fixed. That being that the air pressure regulator, for whatever reason, went from 50 back down to 25 pounds. We didn't get any data on the last pass to validate the fact that we changed it and it's fixed, but judging by how it did that wheelie, it's fixed. So we're going to come back to that. We're going to pick up where we left off tomorrow night, which is Friday. And then one other thing we changed, we moved some, I say we, Chris, the car's been at his house this week, and he decided to figure it out, and he's moved some bars around in the rear suspension to change the instant center and to change the anti-squat values to something a little more favorable for what we're trying to do. So that's coming up in the next video. However, that is the end of this video. Thanks everybody for stopping by, listening to my long-winded explanations, and checking out some drag racing. Please, by all means, if you have not, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one.